What is up, everybody? Welcome to CTF Sherone Talks Football, and happy Tuesday. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my official ranking of the top 32 NFL quarterbacks right now. Sorry for the very long period of time I was not making videos. I had to deal with some stuff, and honestly, it's kind of hard to find ideas for videos during the off season. But for now on, all the way through the season and the rest of this year, I'm going to be making 3 to 4 videos a week. So you won't have to worry now. So let's not waste any more time. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on notification bell so you miss any of my videos from the I post. Well, out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so how this video will work is extremely simple. We've got it tier list style. We got it all the way from 32 to 1, and we're just going to keep going until the end. Alright, to begin the list at number 32, the worst quarterback right now is Tyler Shell from the New Orleans Saints. Right now, he is listed as the starter. Listen, I know it's not really fair to judge right now because he is a rookie, and he is going into probably one of the worst situations you can be in right now, especially with the coaching. Let's be honest, so far with what he's shown, it hasn't been impressive. He wasn't that good of a quarterback in college. And even though I think Shedor's arrogant, the fact we took Tyler Shell over Shedeur Sanders is pretty wild to me. I'm not trying to go against my guy here, but I don't think Tyler Shell is going to be very good. And I will be probably mistaken if I'm wrong, but I just don't think he's going to be very good. Alright, at number 31, give me Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones because we really have no idea who's going to start. And it's kind of tied right now, but not in a good way. They have both been equally as terrible. Daniel Jones got benched and sent away last season. Anthony Richardson has been benched and unbenched many times last season, and he was unimpressive as hell. So far this offseason, they have both been very underwhelming this offseason. And we honestly don't know who's going to start, but whoever does start is probably going to be underwhelming. That's all I can say. Alright, at number 30, give me Joe Flacco. Look, I love Joe Flacco, and seeing him in a Cleveland uniform again gives me a little bit of excitement after that 2023 season he had. But let's be honest, dude, he's old, he's washed up, and he's just not going to do well. Trust me, he is listed as a starter right now, but I think he's going to play like 1 to 2 weeks, and they're going to switch quarterbacks. They have so many different quarterbacks right now that I would be shocked if Joe Flacco lasted at longer than 3 to 4 weeks. Alright, at number 29, give me Michael Penix Jr. Nothing against him, but I just think he's overrated. I think people are giving him way too much hype the last 2 games he had. I don't think he was that much good, and so far this offseason, I haven't heard anything about him. I haven't heard any improvement. We know preseason's coming up, but, there's been nothing going on with Michael Penix Jr. that makes me say, oh, he's going to be a great quarterback. I haven't seen anything. Alright, number 28, give me Cameron Ward from the Tennessee Titans. Look, nothing against Cam Ward, but he's a rookie, man, and he's the first overall pick, which I do believe he can be good, but at the same time, I don't know if it's just me, but there's just been no talk about him, and for number 1 overall pick, that's kind of concerning. Hopefully we'll see how he looks in the preseason, hopefully we'll see how he looks in his first 2 weeks, but so far, it's not looking good. Alright, at number 27, give me Russell Wilson on the New York Giants. There's nothing really to say about Russell Wilson. He's still a decent quarterback. He can still play, but if you're trying to say that he's anywhere near as good as he was on Seattle, you're on acid. He's nowhere near his prime anymore. And even though he did have an impressive season on Pittsburgh last season, he's going to be on a tougher team. He's going on a team that doesn't have as much weapons other than Malik Neighbors. And also, I don't think he's going to be the starting QB the whole year. I think it's going to end up going to Jackson Dart. But I don't think he's going to be bad. He's just not that good anymore. Alright, next at 26, give me Bryce Young, dude. I've been hyping this dude up the last part of last season and this entire offseason. But we have to be honest. He's coming off a year where he started off terribly in last season. But he did end off really, really well, and he does have potential. And now he has a lot of weapons to work with, so I think he's still talented, and I'm hoping Bryce Young does well. And that's coming from a rival, a fan of a rival. Alright, next on number 25, we've got Justin Fields on the New York Jets. Now, he is coming off of a toe injury he's had recently. But at the same time, I think he's very talented, and I think he should have been starting the entire time in Pittsburgh last season. But I don't know why I'm just getting a bad feeling that him and the Jets, even though I think that's the right team for him, I don't feel like it's going to work out. Now, trust me, he does have weapons to work with. He's got Breece Hall, he's got Garrett Wilson, and he has decent offensive line. I don't know what to really say about that. Like, please, Jets fans, correct me if you can. But honestly, like, I just don't know if the Jets are going to be good this year, and I think Justin Fields is going to struggle a little bit, and it's mostly because of the coaching. Nothing against Justin Fields, but I just don't think he can rank much higher from here. All right, next at number 24, give me J.J. McCarthy from the Minnesota Vikings. I might be overrating him right now, like a lot of people are, having him over Justin Fields, Bryce Young, Russell Wilson, but I just think, like, the hype the Vikings have right now, if this dude is as good as I think he will be, the Vikings are going to be a monster of a team this year. And honestly, I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be great this year. Like, he's got a great arm. He's very smart with the ball, and he's got a lot of potential, and especially with the coaching he's working with. He's in one of the best situations for a quarterback right now. He was injured last season, so this will be like a rookie season for him, but I think JJ is going to thrive. I think he's going to be great. But it would be unrealistic if I ranked him any higher, so right now he's at 24. All right, at number 23, give me Caleb Williams. Now, I think he will be much better than he was his rookie season, but I think the people that are trying to say he's just going to be this crazy good quarterback right now, it's hard to say that because even though his offensive line and his coaching last season was abysmal, we have to be honest and say, like, he was pretty careless with the ball. He made a lot of bad decisions, and he was playing like he thought he was still in college. But no, like, this is a totally different league. He can't, like, play like he did in college anymore. Now, he will be working behind a better offensive line and better coaching, but we just got to see how he's going to do. All right, next at number 22, give me Trevor Lawrence from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know people are going to hate this placement, but I have to be honest, man. Like, I know deep down, I do think Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback, but we have to be honest. He was not great these last 2 years he's had. And honestly, if he fails again, this will be his last chance as a starting quarterback for the Jaguars. Like, this is now or never for him. This is a very big prove-it year for him. And honestly, he has no excuses this year. He's going to have much better coaching. He's going to have more weapons, adding Travis Hunter. So if he fails, he's done. At number 21, give me Drake May. I wanted to put him much higher, but it's really hard to hype him up after the rookie season he had. He wasn't bad, but he did have some flaws. Now, I think he's going to have a monster season this year under Mike Vrabel and having more weapons like Stephon Diggs. But I just can't rank him any higher right now until the season starts. So this might be underrating him, but I kind of have to. All right, at number 20, give me Sam Darnold. Now, I think I might be overrating him. Like, even for me, like, I had him lower earlier, but I have to be honest. Going based off of last season, he had an excellent season. He had a great season with the Vikings. But honestly, I have to be honest, especially after the last 2 games he had in Minnesota, I think it was mostly the coaching and not just him. Now, we'll see how he does in Seattle, even though I think he's going to struggle there. I think he's going to do great with Jackson Smith and Jigba, though. So let's just see how he does. All right, at number 19, give me Aaron Rodgers. Now he's on the Steelers. Let's be honest, man. I think he still has a lot of talent, and I think he still can be very good. But, like, if we're comparing him to the rest of the QBs, I just can't rank him much higher. Like, he is way out of his prime. He's even stated that this will most likely be his last season as an NFL quarterback. So, good luck to him, even though I don't like the guy. But, yeah, I just can't rank him much higher. And, obviously, like, I think DK Metcalf with him is going to be great. But I just don't see him being very good this year, other than, like, him still being Aaron Rodgers. All right, at number 18, give me Geno Smith. Now, I think Geno is one of the most overhated quarterbacks in the league. I don't think people realize how good Geno Smith can be. I do understand that his arm might not be the greatest arm in the league. He might be inconsistent at times, and he will have those few games where he'll make you want to pull your hair out of your head. But I still think he's a great quarterback. I still think he's going to be good for the Raiders. And honestly, like, especially with Pete Carroll, like, being with him, I think he's going to do pretty decent. Like, he's not the best situation for the Raiders, but he's far from the worst. All right, at number 17, give me Kyler Murray, man. I don't really know with him anymore. His career so far has just been so underwhelming, and he's just, like, had that late Russell Wilson effect where, like, the first 8 weeks, he will be excellent. He'll be great. Like, he will lead his team to great wins. And then, like, the second half of the season, he'll just, like, forget how to play, and he just looks so average. Like, I don't really know what to say about Kyler Murray, and I just think he's way overpaid, and, like, I don't know, man. Like, the best way to explain how Kyler Murray is, he's, like, the most average quarterback you can have. He's far from the worst, but he's extremely far from the best. Alright, at number 16, give me Tua. Now, I still think he's a good quarterback because he is a good quarterback. But I mean it when I say this. Tua is the most limited quarterback in the NFL. Like, he's only good at his, like, good weather, good hot weather, and honestly, almost like in his home stadium. He's not good in the cold. He's not good in the playoffs. He's not good against any good team. A part of that's his coach's fault, but it's also him too. And he is so injury prone that it is honestly dangerous for him to keep playing. With how many concussions this man has had, like, I'm honestly shocked he's still playing, but I'm kind of glad he is because he is fun to watch. But man, like, this dude is just a hazard. Like, I really hope he stays healthy. I hope he stays safe, but man, like, he not only is he limited, but he's on like injury watch. All right, at number 15, give me Bo Nix. Now, he did have a very impressive rookie season. Like what he showed last season was great, finally leading the Broncos to a playoff spot. But if you're trying to say he's like a top 10 quarterback, you're out of your mind because Bo Nix did show some flaws. Now, one thing I admire from Bo Nix is that he does have experience. He does know how to play the position. And he is very clutch when needed. But one thing that I really see out of him is that he's not scared to throw the ball, which is also a great thing, but also can be a bad thing because he does throw turnovers. And honestly, like right now, he doesn't have the best arm. Like he had a very limited arm last year. Like his deep passes were either a beauty or they were just way off target and just didn't look right. So hopefully this is worked on in the offseason. But yeah, he doesn't have the best arm so far, but I still think Bo Nix is very talented. All right, number 14, give me Dak Prescott. Now, I know the Broncos fans are going to hate this placement, but let's be honest. Yes, he's a turnover machine. He's not great in the playoffs, and as long as he's on the Cowboys, he is not going to lead them anywhere. And yes, screw him because he's a Cowboy. But you are just lying to yourself if you're not saying he's a good quarterback because he is a good quarterback. Even though he's limited, he is a good quarterback, and he's got a cannon of an arm, he has a great arm, and he can win you some games. Like, he can. Even though we hate to admit it, he can win games. Now, I don't think he's the greatest quarterback. I think he's severely overpaid, but he's still a good quarterback. All right, number 13, give me Brock Purdy. Now, he did regress from last season, I will admit, and I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback anymore, but he is still extremely talented. He's got a great arm. Not as good as an arm as I thought. He is a little bit of a turnover machine, but that just means he can throw the ball like he's not scared to. And honestly, I think he's got like one of the best things about him. He's got some of the best awareness out of any quarterback in the NFL. Like, it reminds me so much of Tom Brady. It's insane. But one thing about Brock Purdy I do have to be honest about, he is a little bit inconsistent. Now, I think his consistency will be better this season, I hope, but like, let's be honest, he's not the most consistent quarterback in the league. That's why he is this low. All right, at number 12, give me Jordan Love. Now, even though I do kind of think Brock Purdy's a better QB than Jordan Love, so far of what we've seen, Jordan Love has just been a little better. And plus, I think Jordan Love has regressed a little less than Brock Purdy did. Now, I still think Jordan Love was a little bit hit or miss a little bit during, like, last year. And he was not good in the playoffs last year at all. But he's still a great quarterback. He's still good for the Packers, and I still think he's a great QB. Now, I do think he is not as good as he used to be, well, so far at least, but he's still good. At number 11, give me CJ Stroud. He is still extremely talented. He's still got a really good arm, but he really regressed last season. He was not very good, like, I have to be honest. He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great. But I'm not going to lie and say he's a bad quarterback, because that would be crazy. He's still really good. I just think he had a bad season. He's still got a rocket of an arm. He's still got a very accurate arm. He's still very smart with a ball. I think he's going to come back this season, and he's going to come back strong. All right, now we're in the top 10. At number 10, give me Matthew Stafford, dude. I know he's getting older, but he's still got a really good arm. He's still extremely good, and he is still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And I honestly think this season he's going to be even better. Like, the Rams are looking to be really, really good this season, and Matthew Stafford is still a huge part of it. Now, he is a little bit inconsistent sometimes, but overall, he's still got a really good arm, man. I love Matthew Stafford. All right, at number 9, give me Jalen Hurts. Now, if people are trying to say he's a top 5 quarterback, then just shut up. You're making a fool out of yourself because he's not. I still think he's a little overrated because people hype this man up like he's like a top 3 quarterback, especially Eagles fans, but even though he's not even close, I still think he's a great quarterback, and especially after the playoffs, like his playoff performances, he's earned this spot. He's still a really good quarterback. He's inconsistent, but he's still very good, and he is very, very good in the playoffs when you need him. And his Super Bowl performance, lights out. He was great. All right, at number 8, give me Jared Goff. He is an excellent quarterback. He is very accurate. He is very smart with the ball, and he has been very impressive these last 2 seasons, especially last season when he had a perfect game. Now, there were some games that he wasn't very good, like he had 5 interceptions one game. He was terrible in the playoffs last season. Now, he does have flaws, obviously, but he is still a very strong quarterback, and I do believe he can take the Lions to the Super Bowl. I really do. All right, at number 7, give me Justin Herbert. Now, I think this dude's an excellent quarterback. He's got one of the best arms in football. He's very accurate. He's very smart with the ball, and he's one of the toughest players in the league. But I do think because of how the Chargers are with Jim Harbaugh, I see them running more, so I think his numbers are going to drop a little bit. And also, his playoff performances is now a kind of a concern. Like, the 2 times he's made the playoffs, he was not great in both of them. And if that just continues to be, like, that's not going to be good for the Chargers. Now, I still think he's an excellent quarterback. If people are ranking him lower because of his playoff performances, then I just don't think you're watching enough football to like realize how good this dude is. All right, at number 6, give me Baker Mayfield. Remember when we had this guy ranked like 32, like before 2023 started? Like, that's hilarious nowadays. Ever since Baker Mayfield's arrived in Tampa Bay and has played for Tampa Bay, Baker has been nothing short but incredible. He has an amazing arm. He's a very tough player. He's a very accurate passer, and he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like, I think he really, really has proved himself from going away from Cleveland and Carolina and even backing up for the Rams. Like, he has been very, very good, and I am a big fan of Baker Mayfield. All right, at number 5, give me Jaden Daniels, my fantasy quarterback this year. Please don't ask me why we drafted this early. I really don't have a good answer. Now, I know he is coming off of his rookie season, and it might be crazy to rank him up this high this early, but after what he has shown last season, he deserves it. Like, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's got an amazing arm. He's very smart with the ball. He has great mobility. He's very fast. He's a great mobile quarterback. And he is very humble. He's a very smart player, and he's a very good player. And I think he is one of the big reasons why the Commanders are as good as they are now. And I think this season he's going to be even better. All right, at number 4, give me Patrick Mahomes. I do not think this dude is a top 3 quarterback anymore. I don't think he's the number 1 quarterback anymore. But I would be lying if I said that he wasn't like a top 10 or top 5. Like, he's still really good, even though I think he is very mid in the regular season. Like, he's good, but he's not as good as he is in the playoffs. That's what leads to his success. He is one of the most clutch quarterbacks when it comes to the postseason. Love him or hate him, you have to admit it. And even though this dude has become an arrogant asshole, I would be lying if I said he wasn't a great quarterback, because he is. Alright, at number 3, give me Joe Burrow. This dude just came off of one of, like, probably his greatest seasons so far, like, his career. And the fact he didn't make the playoffs last season just shows, like, how bad the Bengals coaching was and how bad their defense was. It's criminal that he wasn't in the postseason, just like Jamar Chase. But, man, is he an incredible quarterback. He has probably the best arm out of any quarterback in the league. He is very, very smart with the ball. He's a great leader. And honestly, like, he's probably one of the most clutch QBs. He's one of the most talented QBs overall. Like, honestly, he does have a very good chance of winning MVP soon. And I really hope sometime he does get a ring, because he deserves it. At number 2, give me Lamar Jackson. I can't believe how talented this dude is. Like, he went from being, like, already an elite mobile quarterback that didn't have that great of an arm to having, like, he being an elite mobile quarterback to having an elite arm. Like, he just does nothing but improve every single season. And now he is arguably the best quarterback in the league. Now, I have him at number 2, and you can probably guess who's at number 1. but I still think Lamar is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he does need a ring soon. Now, that does lead to who I think number one is, and that is Josh Allen. When you compare Lamar and Josh Allen together, they are both very similar, even with their mobility, because Josh Allen is also an elite mobile quarterback, believe it or not. I just think Josh Allen is more clutch, and I just think Josh Allen has a better arm. It's very, very similar. They're both, very similarly elite quarterbacks. I think Lamar is a little bit better at being a mobile quarterback. And I just think Josh Allen overall is more clutch and has a better arm. It's very close, but I would take Josh Allen right now. And there you guys have it. That was me giving you guys my top 32 quarterbacks right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know down below how you felt about the list and let me know any changes you would make. Anyway, that's where we're going to be done for the day. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on notification bells so you don't miss any of my videos whenever I post. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.